Hey guys, this is Sushil here from Sushil's Thrill. I'm so excited and thrilled to be here on this last day of my 90-day six-pack challenge. And do you think I'm going to rip this shirt off and reveal the stone-etched six-packs? Well, I'm not yet going to spill the beans, so let's take stock of the journey, how it started, when it started, what happened along the way, and finally, what the results are. Well, so this journey started on 18th March. That was my daughter's birthday, and that's why I decided to choose that day actually. And then I still remember on 19th March and 20th March it snowed. And it was pitch dark. Getting up in the morning at 4:30 wasn't very easy. It felt as if like I'm getting up in the midnight, and then hitting the gym at 5 o'clock in that kind of a crazy weather was crazy. So, initial part of the journey or any initiative is pretty easy, and the reason for that is because you have got that adrenaline, you have got, come on man, let's do it, and you want to do it, and you obviously, you get on with it and you do it. So that adrenaline rush helps you to break the horrible habits that you have developed over years. So that's why getting up early in the morning and not eating carbs and stuff, they go on very well until maybe 3 weeks or so, until the temptations start kind of peeping into you, and then have a bit of rice and chapati, or have a bit of this, have a bit of biscuit or beer or whatever, and then on that weakest moment of your control on the willingness and the willpower, you eventually succumb, right? So that's how the whole thing works. So getting a six-pack is not just going into the gym and pumping iron. It's all about willpower. And it's a 24/7 workout basically. It's willpower, stress, sleep, food, gym, everything, absolutely everything, and that's why it's not an easy task. So the start bit is easy. The middle bit, you have to resist the temptation, continue the momentum, sustain the willpower, and in the tail end, then obviously the tail end depends upon how well you have handled the middle part. So I'll still not reveal what the tail end looks like at this point of time, so you'll have to hold on for a bit more minutes. This one will be a simple video. I won't be having any jazzy backgrounds and some music and things coming in left, right and center, because I didn't get time, or rather, I didn't really prioritize getting this video out there because I was busy with my other YouTube channel and obviously working out and so on and so forth. But I guess this will be a simple, honest, content-rich thoughts coming out from my heart over to you. So it'll be a fairly simple video. And so, those who are still going to stick around and watch the full video, I'll come and hug you. Now, don't let it stop watching you the video just because I said I'm going to come and hug you. It can be a virtual hug, if in case you are averse to the real physical hug. So anyway, so let's move on. What happened afterwards? Yes. So initial euphoria is absolutely amazing. I would like to draw a parallel between a Porsche and a trailer. The trailer is like a big, dirty, bus-like structure which runs like a slow kind of thing. So Porsche and that trailer. So what's Porsche here? So Porsche is your mind. Yeah, your mind wants to run so fast. Come on, man, I'm going to six-pack. I'm going to get six-pack, and I'm going to work out like 12 hours a day and plan, and you want to go and achieve that fairly quickly now, right? But then you have got this trailer over here, which is your physical body. It has its own limitations, and it has to go according to its own routine. So although you have got a Porsche here, you have to carry the trailer along with you. So even if you want a six-pack in like one day, unfortunately you can't achieve that. So you have to listen to your body and work according to its the way it goes. So that's how it is. So initially, I thought, okay, I've got the Porsche, so jumped into it, and then forgot about the trailer. I had a pretty aggressive workout schedule. I think when I shared with you, it was like 6 days I was working flat out in the sense, obviously, like a real 90 minutes or 2 hours, and then that's how it started basically. And and many a times, and quite a few of us, I think, get cocky about. Overconfident, if you'd like, because I did this program before in 2012, so I was pretty confident. I didn't need a coach. I'll just do it on my own. I grabbed a program from the net and I started doing it. But it turns out that over a 3 to 4 weeks period, I couldn't really see that. I was feeling more drained out and couldn't really see the results and so on. And I was fairly lucky basically to get a coach, and so I hooked up with a remote coach, and when I showed my workout routine, and he absolutely was crazy, and he said, what the hell are you doing, do you really want to burn out your body and your muscles, working out 6 days flat out without giving enough rest and all that, you're going to really just burn out all the muscles, and it's going to be more detrimental rather than being helpful. And I was like, all right, okay. So we reduced that 6-day workout to maybe 3 days, or sometimes 4 days. So that's called grounding yourself and seeking out the help and finding someone who has been there and who can really analyze yourself or analyze you, and then accordingly give some real valuable advice. So I was lucky to get Mark, my coach, and thanks for that. And then we revised the whole thing, and then we went on. And the idea about the whole body and the workout is that the body quickly gets accustomed to any routine. Yeah. So what that means is, I think it's called as metastasis or something like that, where after some time it stops burning the fat. Yeah. So even if you're working out like crazy, it'll stop burning the fat. So you have to keep the body guessing. So every 2 to 3 weeks, you have got to change your plan. Sometimes you do 8 sets of 3 reps. That's it. Or maybe 10 sets of 3 reps, which I was doing. And then suddenly change it to 3 sets of 10 reps. The body, what is it? So by the time it gets used to it, you hit it with another routine, and that continues to reduce the fat. Or else, if you're stuck in the routine, then you get that exponential reduction of the fat, and eventually that residual fat will still remain there. So that's a bit of understanding in terms of the fat losing mechanism of your body. So that's how the first part we overcame. Then I hit the middle part. Sometimes it was getting up in the morning now became a chore. Getting up at 4:30 became maybe, let's snooze it a bit, 5 o'clock, 5:30, 6. Sometimes skipping the workout, which is... but then obviously I kind of dragged myself back and got a bit more motivational videos and commitments, and come on guys, come on social, you've got to make it. And that's how kind of was dragging along myself in the middle part of this program. And one sad day on 3rd of May, I got this dreadful call saying that my brother has sadly passed away in an accident, and it was an absolutely dreadful news, which kind of completely shook me. And in fact, I felt like deja vu, because exactly in 2012, and exactly in the middle of the program, my father passed away in 2012, and I had to go to India for 2 weeks, and I got this weird feeling saying, is my six-pack kind of cursed or doomed? Whenever I do this, something happens. But anyway, so these kind of crazy things happen. Crazy thoughts came along. So I had to go back to India for 5 days. Came back. I said, let me fight back. Let me kind of use this negative energy or anger to fight back, and put more energy in my workout. And I was ready, and I was doing that, in fact. And there you go, so kind of this is how I channelized my frustration into workout. And one day I had a fantastic workout, and I said, okay, let me do the cardio. It was a weekend. I said, all right, let me hit the cardio. I was playing badminton, played it for like 2 hours, 3 hours. Feel a bit of uneasy pain in the backside. And I said, okay, it may be just normal. But then eventually I found out that it was bleeding. And well, so I've got to kind of reveal the pains here, but not too much, I suppose. Went to the doctor in the A&E, and it was really painful. Walking was absolute nightmare. And then the doctor saw it, and he said it is prolapsed hemorrhoids. In common parlance, you can call it as piles. So probably they were hiding for the last 3, 4, 5 months, and this time they just decided to come out, probably to teach me a lesson in humility. And it is in a difficult spot, actually. I would like to call it like probably G spot. I didn't want to really use it, but I think you'll take it in the right spirit. So there you go. Sometimes you've got to crack a joke on these kind of things. So it has now hit right in the center of my gravity. If I would have lost a hand, I would at least a hand and 2 legs. So if I had lost both the hands, I've got 2 legs, I can do squats. But this is so difficult. Getting up is difficult, and once you have got up and stood up, sitting down is difficult. It feels as if like it's following Newton's first law. Let me show you. Don't worry, I'm not going to really show you more than that is required for you to see, but let me show this to you, because I wouldn't be sitting on this kind of seat, right? So this is my current seat at the moment. So what next? Well, the doctors have said that until the inflammation subsides, you can't really do the operation. So I am going to wait until they come back. But knowing NHS, I'm not very sure about it. But let's see how it goes, guys. So, do I think my mission was a failure? Of course, yes. Because it didn't achieve the stated goal in the stated time. And at this time, I would really like to say sorry to all my millions of supporters who have been waiting for with their bated breath to see my six-pack. But unfortunately, I'm really so does it feel sad and bad? Yeah, of course. You feel sad because you set it out on a fantastic tone to get it done, but it didn't happen, right? So what next from here? 2 options, right? In life, I think there is always at least 2 options. One is to feel sad, public shame, guilt, disappointment, beat myself to death, put a stamp, failure, failed, disaster. Or option 2, learn from it and take some positives and then try again. Yeah. So you tell me, which option will I choose in the comments section below. So let's analyze, why did I fail? So some of the things were pretty under my control in terms of the diet. Sometimes gave into the temptation. So probably I can get that under control with a bit more commitment and motivation and as well. But I think majority part was something beyond my control. So is it not going to happen next time when I try? Well, I guess it will happen. So what do I do? Well, just accept and try again and again and again. Right? That's what is in my hands. So I'll do what is in my hands. Right? That's what I'm going to do. What were the positives, right? What were the positives? So I reduced my weight by 7 kilos. I reduced my body fat percentage from 28% to something around 17-18%, which is good. Came over the carb crave kind of. It's now under control. Started appreciating good quality food. Started appreciating the quantity of the food that I stuff in to my temple. And I think the most important thing is I actually jumped in. I jumped in, and although I jumped into the water, and although I didn't get the gold medal, but at least I'm happy that I jumped in. So I think I am in that 3% in this world who actually do things, rather than the remaining 97% who talk about things but don't do things, right? So I call them armchair people, right? So they're called as like they're armchair Tendulkars. Oh, अरे यार वो ऐसा खेलना चाहिए तो वो ऐसा खेलना है. Sitting on the armchair Olympians, armchair footballers, armchair entrepreneurs, where they just great at theory, but when it comes to they're shit scared of even dipping their toe in the water. They'll always have like an excuses. God, and wonderful excuses. When I go back to India, I will do this, or when I get a job, I'll do this. And once you have got a job, once I get a raise, once I get a bonus, then I will start this. And my kids are in like my O levels, A levels, B levels, Z levels, IITs, IIMs, Jebra, Kebra, whatever it is, and once they are finished, then I will start doing it. Or I'm way too busy, mate, with my sales, I have to travel a lot, and once that is done, I'm busy with my family, I'm moving my house, or I'm renovating my house, and bloody, all these, a million and one excuses, and they fucking never do it, right? So at least I have done it, right? I was busy, I am busy, but then what do I do? Obviously, I get up in the morning and sacrifice my sleep. So if you really want to do it, you can. It just depends upon how do you prioritize your priorities. As simple as that. So coming back to the two options, so did you make a mind which one I'm going to do? Yeah. So I think by now you know me, and I'm going to go with option 2. So no surprises there. It means I'll try again, but this time, unfortunately, with the conditions and stuff, can't really give a time commitment. But definitely, hopefully, maybe this year itself. Yeah, but definitely going to do it. Now, we are at the Thanksgiving part of this program. First of all, I would like to thank my wife and daughter who had to bear with my early morning shenanigans in terms of cooking the breakfast and protein shakes and packing the food and cooking big meals over the weekends for the week and so on and so forth. So thank you. I would have so much loved to give my daughter a solid, nice six-pack dad on this Father's Day on Sunday, but I guess she'll still love me for trying. So thanks again. Thanks to my guru coach Mark, who have been guiding Force. I'll be still working with him as well. Thanks to my fellow remote six-pack worker Ani Kaprekar for his wonderful tips that he has been sharing throughout the program with all his inspiration as well. Thanks and big shout out to Nikhil, my friend. You have got some serious gym out there, mate. And you are doing some really crazy stuff. So thanks again for your time and for your video and wishes. Thanks to Pranita, love you, and so love you to Rohan as well. Thank you for your wonderful wishes at the start of my program. Sorry I couldn't really deliver the results, but I guess looking at this video and looking at what I've learned from this, hopefully you would still believe in me and think that I'll be able to do it. And last but not the least, thanks to all the wonderful people like you who have subscribed, who have been giving thumbs ups and lots of support everywhere from wherever you can, and thanks for all your wishes basically. Parting thoughts, right? So parting thoughts, lots of them, right? But then let me choose one. I'm not afraid, let me say, I'm not afraid of dying, but I am afraid of not trying. How's that? And one more, my favorite, let me do it like that. I'll be back. So guys, it has been absolutely wonderful journey. I learned a lot, and thanks for staying along. So as I say, stay tuned. See you soon. Be limitless.